Sometimes Twitch is a little slow. I think we're good to go. Well, perfect. All right. Well, hello, everyone. We're going to be doing a double header on episodes today. I'm going to actually make the episodes a little shorter. Hopefully. So today we're going to be going through this first episode that is just the off season. I'll show you guys what happened. Quick retirement was added in Bruce Irvin. He has also called it. So we do need to consider that that has happened. Now I will show you who we have signed in free agency, or at least are attempting to sign. And we're going to be making some trades as well. So we're going to try to bring back Sheldon Rankins. He's played decently well. We're going to be kind of rotating guys. We're just going to bring him back and make sense. I'm going to be trying to sign Bilal Nichols as well. Because Grady Jarrett at this point, he's going to want out. Makes sense, right? He's a good player. He wants to go to a team that has a basically almost guaranteed chance to be pretty deep in the playoffs, and we're very borderline. So, we're gonna try for Bilal. Bilal's just looking to get paid at this point in his career. We're gonna be paying him pretty well. We're also gonna be trying to bring back Washington, Malcolm Brown, Waring. I got a couple other guys for some projects in here. Wiley would start again. Some just kind of some backups, some guys that we really like that I think would fit our scheme. I took a quick look at college players, but not for very long. So we're going to be trying to make two trades here. One's a little more funky than the other one because we have a couple needs. But we're going to call the Titans. They need to clear up money. Julio has regressed for them, so we're going to go relieve that cap. We're going to take Julio Jones back. And in doing so, we're also going to bring in Monty Rice, who is a Georgia linebacker, so we're going to bring another Georgia guy in. They've got Cunningham and Evans for the long haul. They're both paying them. They start. So that'll work well for them. They need interior line. I said we might take a look at moving Hennessy. I think this makes sense. A center is absolutely needed here. Both their guards are bad. Right tackle, Radins has not developed. They really only got Taylor Lewan. So we're going to give up Matt Hennessy. We're going to give up our fourth, the later one, which is their fourth. And we're also going to give up our sixth, which is actually New Orleans 6. There we go. So there's our first kind of major trade, and our second one. I did say we were going to be moving Grady Jarrett. So here we go. We're going to trade Grady Jarrett to the Patriots. They were so close. They went 16-1. They just want to make it this time, especially while Mac Jones is still under contract for his rookie deal. So we're going to take pick 30 and pick 94. First round pick definitely still worth for Jarrett here, pardon me. And he's still got a lot more bit value than that, but he's really not worth more than that, even though he is a superstar and he's put up hella good numbers. That's about the most we can ask for him. I know I'm throwing a lot at you guys very quickly, but I'm going to try and make these, not almost 2 hours like the last couple have been. Try to get down to the Patriots. We'll make sure, Grady is wearing, a number that makes sense for him. We'll try to give 97, I believe. So, Igboigbe here is going to have to change his number. We also want to make these trades earlier rather than later, since both these guys that we're trading are more than likely going to be getting extensions from their new teams. They probably want to keep them if they can. So now Grady's back to his 97, and he gets to play for Bill Belichick. Cannot complain about that for him. And Titans, they get to have Matt Hennessy. As long as the number kind of makes sense. 61, sure. And now we will look at our guys that we just traded for. So, of course, now we need some kind of backups on the interior. Backups is kind of our major focus. But we brought back Julio. I think it more than makes sense to bring back Julio as kind of a last ride. So I want to make sure no one's I don't believe anyone's wearing 11, which means he can take his number back. So we're going to pay out for Julio Jones. We're going to bring him back. It's worth it. We do want to make playoffs, but it'll be hard to compete against better teams. And Julio is back. Welcome back, Julio Jones. And we also picked up Monty Rice, who also should help kind of fulfill that we want someone who's a little bigger. He's more of the modern size. He is wearing his 56. I really liked Monty Rice after coming out in the draft. Titans agreed with me. So we went and picked him up as well. So we got more early draft capital, even though I don't really know much about this draft class. Kind of filling out our roster is more the important thing. Ooh, pardon me. We're going to be advancing here. Let's see what happens. So we get some of the veteran backups we wanted. And we do get Bilal Nichols. That's great. We're going to see if he can break out here. Let's go see how they look. I want a pretty heavily rotated front if possible. We do want actually Marlon taking some serious snaps. We did claim his 5th-year option. Nichols wearing 93. We're completely content with that. Rankin's is going to take 96, take his number back. And then we went and grabbed George Fant. Fant's a great swing tackle / fill-in tackle. We're really happy to bring him in. And we brought in Mason Cole as kind of a backup now. He's a, just barely, starter caliber, but not great. Pro Day results are in. I won't take too much look at that, but I do want to see who we are mocked. We are mocked Troy Clay. So they've taken note that we liked Clay earlier on. That was our GM. Someone in the organization must be leaking info. We will take a quick relook at free agents. I do have to make sure that I can't go over or sign certain people just because I don't think it would make sense. We're getting beat out for Malcolm Brown. Looks like they're paying him probably exactly what he's offering. Jonathan Abram is getting some money. We will definitely have to be dipping out of that. I think we're going to dip out of Zach Allen now. Wiley, we are offering some money. We did want to bring in Bo Scarborough, see if we can maybe get something out of him. I don't think we want to bring in any quarterbacks. We'd like Haskins. We still got Ryan. Ryan doesn't seem to be able to be movable, at least in my opinion, that contract. They still have to pay him like 30 mil, and no team's going to want to pay him 30, realistically. I don't think there's anyone here that makes sense that we pay for a team that's kind of on the fringe of trying to make the playoffs. I don't think any of these guys would, opt to sign with us over possibly sitting and joining a championship team along the way. I think Gronk would probably actually retired in this world, but I guess Brady's not technically retired yet. Taking a quick look, we already got Fant. I was looking at Hubbard. Hubbard's another great kind of fill-in tackle. I think as long as we get Wiley, we're good there. Nose tackle. Nose tackle's a little more tough. I mean, we could bring in big boy Hank. Linval's always good. He's a very solid vet. I don't know why they think these nose tackles get paid so much. They really don't. But we'll pay Linval a decent amount. I like Linval. He's a good tutor as well for Davis. Anything he doesn't know. I like who we got on that side. We went and got Monty Rice, and our depth there I like. I feel like at this point we're kind of just waiting. I mean, glad we played greedy because, I mean, the league side, like Gilmore was here, and so was Murphy Bunting, but you saw they got paid quite nicely as well. I'm more than happy to keep Greedy Williams here, especially on a long-term deal as he's younger than most of these guys. Safety, we love Richie Grant. I see no need for us to mess with that at all. Strong safety, I did consider maybe Jordan Poyer, but I think we like what we've seen out of Hawkins. I think we'll keep that for now, which we're going to have a little bit extra money. but I am trying to account for the fact that we need money for for our actual free agents and our draft. So I think we'll just sit with that. Our draft is going to be very expensive. We might have to even cut guys from there. All right. So Wiley decides to come back. Makes sense. Good guard, but no one else really had interest. Same thing with Waring. Private workouts. This is important. I think the first thing we're going to do is we are going to go ask Troy Clay for a personal workout. I mean, quarterback is always something of interest that we can consider. I'm so not sure. I mean, with Dwayne Haskins playing decent, we don't really know nearly enough on these guys as well. I think I'd rather just sit and wait. I think receiver might be more interesting. In which case, I mean, there could be an interesting slot guy here in Dalton Lipton. I think we're going to select Dalton Lipton as one of the guys we want to see. And tight end. Let's also... Should we do tight end? Or maybe we should look at guard. We haven't looked at guard too much. Okay, not too many interesting guard prospects. So let's look at Joey Cox here. 6'4", 350, 45 is pretty large. So we'll see maybe what we can get out of them. Okay, that's going to be a little bit before we have to wait. All right, that's all right. We're going to move on. No, we'll take a quick look at free agents. I doubt anything has really changed. The Chiefs want Washington. That sucks, but we'll bow out and we'll just keep these guys and move on. I am hoping to see some good stuff come out of these draft prospects, but we really don't know. We did get Linval. That's nice. That helps fill us out. We'll take one last look at mock draft 5. We are still projected to take Troy Clay quite high on the board now. So that's still not working, hey? So we do know Joey Cox already. He's a pretty big guy. Puts up very average numbers. Yeah. We decided to take a look just in case if maybe the talent was good enough, but I think after seeing that we can confirm it's really not. Troy Clay also has not gotten his percentage yet. We'll just take a look at a quick recap. That way you can actually see where everyone went. Hunt to the Bills. That's interesting. Gilmore to the Dolphins as if they don't have enough good corners. Texans picking up Rodney. I like that. Eagles, of course, going edge. Some good moves by Texans. Chiefs. Juan Thornhill going to the Cowboys. I like. Renfro right back to the Raiders. Yeah, some good moves by some teams here. They decided to opt with Baker Mayfield. So Mayfield does come off the board and he gets signed. Let's move right to the draft. One last time. Let's take a look. Let's see if anything's changed. Still don't know anything about Dalton Lipton. We still don't know anything about Troy Clay. Great, so it didn't work for the last two. Excellent. I think we just head right into the draft. We know what we know. We'll take a look and evaluate as time goes on. So Dolphins have number 1 pick. So clearly the Tua thing did not work out. But they decide to like triple down. And they're going to take the top receiver off the board at number 1. Giants go quarterback. That makes sense. Bills edge. They love their edge guys. Man, the Cardinals are that high, hey? So maybe Kyler Murray's done? Who knows? They take quarterback, though. Texans quarterback. That makes sense. Love, I guess, is very not working out. Raiders. Take a left tackle. Colts quarterback. There we go. Now Bears taking O-line help. Can't complain. Bucks taking either edge or interior, hard to say. And there goes Dalton Lipton right before we are supposed to make our selection. So there's a couple guys here we could consider. We did like Jeff Brewer a lot here. We thought he was interesting, had some pretty good physicals we liked, had some good grades. I think he might just be the pick here and we kick him inside. I like that idea. There's some quarterbacks here that could be of interest. There's Jimenez up there. I think we're going to take the tackles really high that we like. I think we're going to take Jeff Brewer. And Jeff Brewer looks excellent. Good strength as well. Good size to kick inside. We're very excited with that. With Head and Dev, perfect. Him and Wiley can compete on that side. We're very excited about that. We have no interest in trading up. We'll sit right to pick 30 where we trade with the Patriots. Time to look at the board again. Babineau is still there. There is Alex Long. There's some running backs we could feasibly pick. This guy's young out of Auburn with some really nice physicals as well. That is tempting. Levi Jackson. We'll have the two Jacksons. That is tempting. You might try that. Wilcox we do have a bit more of scouting on. A little older. Okay combine, not as strong. We're less interested in him, I believe. We did like Mike Bennett here. We liked what we saw of him. A power move, A tackle. Some pretty good combine numbers. I think we're going to take Beckett here. Oh, jeez. Oh, 76 speed. That dude is an athlete. 87 strength too. Oh, guys, this is getting excited. We are adding to this front line. Let's go. We're very excited by this. We just hit on both the firsts. Let's just move to our next pick. We are hitting at where we're sitting at right now. So we just saw Hendricks go. Wilcox is still there. We were less interested in him. Okay, a couple of the guys we were interested in are gone. So we've taken interior on both sides of the ball. There is this guy, Eric Bartell. He is the fastest corner, a 4.36. Pretty good across the board. His broad jump's the worst. He's interesting. I don't know if I want to take him this high. We have Jamal Adams at wide receiver. I think this is where we're going to take our safety if he's still here. Troy Clay. This has been our GM's pick. We're going to stick with what the GM wanted. He is 6'2" normal. Pretty decent athleticism. We're happy with that. We'll move forward. We will now pick to the third round. We should have a couple picks here with some of the trade downs we've done and trades in general. Couple things. This guy had a first and second round projection. He's still here. Okay, he's got some athletic ability. Okay, he's kind of average to struggles on release. We'll consider that. Marco Sims out of Michigan. Real nice size to him. Not a bad athlete either. He's interesting. Let's look at this guy, Jose Barnett. Almost looks like a running back. Time is ticking down. Don't think we'll take... I think we're going to try to take some depth here. I think we're going to take the big boy, Marco Sims. Can't tell how good he is, but he looked intriguing. We're happy with that. We'll move on. All right. So the last thing I think I kind of want to consider, We've taken some frontline guys and edge guys. I don't want middle linebackers. Corner potentially. Let's go take a look at corner. There's Kevin Brackett here. He's out of... I'm a little iffy on that one out of Georgia. Don't know if we like the home guy there. Felder. This guy looks a little more interesting. A little older, but he definitely looks interesting. I like those combine numbers. I like a lot of what I see here. I have Kareem Felder. We're going to take Kareem Felder. We're going to hope his talent is good, but I like the athletic numbers. That talent looked all right. He's a little bit of an older prospect at 23, but we're totally all right with that. Now we have the Patriots third-round pick that we got in that move. Couple things we could consider. I think we want to look at getting a weapon. Just really the question is what weapon. A couple guys with some interesting builds here. Caleb Childers, pardon me. Oh, he's decently quick for a guy that size. A injury, B run block. We don't know the really good stuff though. How about Forbes? Justice Forbes, F release. You hate to see it. Yeah, I'll definitely take the guy below him over him. How about you, Dalvin Thomas? Why have you not been taken yet? And nothing I like. Is there a tight end here that we still like? There is. Dalton Phillips. Someone we really liked. Solid run blocker as well. We're going to take Dalton Phillips. We're really hoping he can be kind of tight end 2, tight end 3 here. Advance to the next user pick. Jamal Adams is still there. Alright, so we took a tight end. We're going to look at Ben McDougal here. And these receivers looking rough down the board. Dean Lindsay. Again, ace-back catch there is interesting, but Glenn Offord, maybe. He's quick. He has the agility to follow it. That's B catch. It's really hard to estimate how good that potentially is. Running back, maybe? How about you, Hemsley? You look like a thumper. A 4.46? But the rest of his ability looks rough. We're going to bet on the speedy slot guy. Glenn Offord, I think. We'll take him and we'll just hope it works. At the very worst, he can compete for special teams. We're going to start betting on some speed down the board if we have to. So we have this pick and a 7th round pick. Jamal Adams is still there. He really doesn't look that bad. His release is okay. We're going to take Jamal Adams. We'll gamble on it. Looks like he's got a very similar build to Bell. We'll take Jamal Adams out of Miami. He's fallen to us by a good margin. We'll try it. And there goes Ben McDougal. We're going to pick our 7th round pick here. I think a running back would be nice. How about you, Nick Jackson? Oh, you are just D's across the board. That's not what you like to see. Looking for 5'11", 231. What? Britton Calhoun of Colorado State. So he's not very fast. He's strong as crap, though. Maybe someone we can potentially look at later out of UDFAs. Armand Boykin. F zone coverage. Man, this looks rough. How about you, Randy Allen? F zone coverage. This is rough when you get down here. Courtney Mills. D-man. Solid athleticism. All right, we're gonna gamble on Courtney Mills. His change of direction's a little rough, but he is 6'3". What do I expect? We're gonna gamble on Courtney Mills. We'll take a quick look at UDFA's after, but I doubt we take too many. Let's look at draft recap. It's gonna hurt if those quarterbacks are really good, but holy crap, Clay and Beckett. All right, and Brewer's not even gonna be naturally there. Brewer, we're gonna have a kick inside. I hate how Madden always just Madden always gives these guys like the weirdest accessories. Like they just wear that every day. We're gonna do some quick changing of that. We'll give him. Let's give him the jet whites. So he actually has gloves. Like, do they want to be like sweatbands? So like that's fine. Like sweatbands is something that these guys wear a lot, but whatever. 76 on the interior. Let's maybe. I actually like 66. Is that an idea? Yeah, maybe. Maybe 68. I like 68. So he's a 71 on the interior. Mike Beckett. He's wearing number 77. Sure, why not? We'll let him have 77. Man, he looks like an animal, dude. Holy crap. Yeah, he can stay on that side. Troy Clay, 21. I'm alright with that. Ooh, he looks nice. Ooh. Ooh, Troy's gonna want to start over Hawkins. Felder's a 70? Whoa, we had some pretty good gambles on down the board. I like to see it. Alright, so here's Marco Sims. So what's his real weakness? Solid block shot. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's purely awareness and play rec is his problem. Yeah, Marco, you are more than okay to be here, my man. We like to see good edge rushers. Maybe 48 for Sims? No, I think 58. We'll do 58 for Marco out of Michigan. We like that. We have Kareem Felder. He looks pretty good. He might start in the slot. He's going to be competing for it. We'll give him. We'll give him number 30. Yeah, good athleticism too. So here's Dalton Phillips. He's wearing number 83, and wow, he actually is pretty balanced. More balanced than I thought he'd be. We're happy with that. Glenn Alford, he wants to wear number 14. We are more than okay with that. Let's look at these stats. Has some morale boosts and negatives, I guess. Maybe some injuries. So solid deep and not bad on the short. Jumping's worrisome, so we can't really expect him to lay out. Good kick return? Okay. Found a quality player there. And then we took Jamal Adams afterwards. He's going to wear number 10. I'm alright with that. Abysmal run blocker. That's going to hurt your availability on this team, but we'll see what he can do as a 5th round pick. And then we gambled on Courtney Mills here. Not really good zone. Yeah, he might be able to play some bump and run, which we want to do here as the Atlanta Falcons. We're good with that. We're good with that. Yeah, we'll give him 39. I'm very content with this draft. Okay, we got 9 players that we added to this team. That should be good. That should help fill out this team. We have someone who wants to mentor a rookie. Let's see, who is it? Or did the game just freeze? Oh, okay. Dalton Phillips already is getting... I mean, definitely long-term development, Kyle. We hope that this guy is kind of be like a traditional tight end to help. That just has worked out so well. Excellent. Let's quickly move our firing scouts. Okay. I still think we want to keep running back, fullback. At some point, we're going to have to start filling some depth. We did get Kyron, which is nice. I don't think we need Craig Morgan anymore. I mean, taking tackles is always... would be a bad idea. I think we'll keep the tackle. We'll keep Paul Richardson. I don't think we want edge players. So we need 2 1s and a 2. Who do we want in the 1s position? Actually, I think better question is who do we want in the 2s? I think we should consider maybe a receiver in the 2s. We can bring in Brandon Marshall. I think that's what we're going to do. Linebacker. Could go in the interior guard. Or bring it another receiver guy. And then I think we'll take Jeremy Lewis here. We're going to sign him in the Southeast. He'll take Central. Actually, no. I want him to take Central. He can take West. I think that's absolutely good. Yeah. That's what we'll go at for our scouts. There's the Hall of Fame induction. Let's quickly look at if there's any UDFAs that we want to potentially go through and claim. Cameron Bush. Ooh. There's a couple guys here. No one at quarterback that is really of interest to us. Running back. Tyreek Richardson, maybe. Oh, he's got star. All right. We'll let someone else develop him. We'll let someone else do that. There's a couple interesting guys here. I think we'll keep the guys we got. Samus Reyes. Solid tight end option. We'll move on. Kind of look to see if anyone really catches my eye. I want to take guys in if I don't think there's a chance they ever play. Not looking too likely. Nick Neiman was cut, eh? Yeah, really not looking. Really not looking like too much. Trey Norwood was let go. It's looking like we kind of made the right decisions here, honestly, across the board with kind of who's left. Yeah, I'm completely content with where we're at right now as an organization. Let's go through. Everyone obviously is going to be on full pads because we are in preseason. Our focus players. Who should we focus on, hey? I mean, Kyle Pitts. Let's do it. Let's do Kyle Pitts, and we'll take Brewer and Beckett. We do need to start paying for for more slots there. We need all 6. I think we're going to go do that immediately. Alright, how much does each of these cost? 20. Okay, well, that's expensive. But we'll be able to get 2. Alright, we'll move on. There's a mentor rookie. That's great, Kyle. We love to hear that shit. He now has star. Let's go. We were able to get a star, and we didn't really have to try even. We are just going to quickly go through this. Just so, right down here, we can reassign these guys. Let's get Terrell in there. Try to think. Who else would we want in there? I mean, we could just put Dalton Phillips in there now, right? We just started getting these guys star. Let's take it and move it. The Atlanta Falcons could actually have a decent run this year. Who knows? We're going to need guys to step up, and we get a wide receiver mentorship. Let's go. Thank you, Julio. This is why you bring in veterans. I love that it's David Bell as well. It's exactly who we wanted mentorship to happen to. I think it's always about getting open. Always get that separation. For David, I think definitely on medium routes. Thank you, Julio Jones. +2 release, +2 medium route running. This is what we need. We did also receive an injury. A ruptured disc, Rashad Penny. We're going to definitely feel that. Brutal. That's the difference between us manually playing that first game and not, right? We can tell people to automatically sit. We need to make 10 player cuts. Let's go through. Felipe Franks. You know what? I'm not even going to put on my practice squad. I'm going to let him test. I think it's just more fair to him. Running backs, we'll sit with these guys for now. Our receiver is a little light. I mean, Adams is already better than Darby. I'm not running that many receivers either. We'll move Darby to practice squad, but I'm not overly excited about that. We still have D's here with Phillips and Pitts. I like that. Just kind of going through. I think we're going to move Tevin Jackson into the right guard. I still like him as a UDFA prospect for us. We'll kick him in. Rankins and Davidson. We also got Nichols, Beckett. I think maybe we actually move Beckett to the other side. To the side where hopefully maybe he gets more of those one-on-ones, and we'll let Nichols take the double teams. And I think we're going to kick Rankins. We can kind of play all of them. We'll kick Rankins over, and he can rotate with Nichols. I like that more. Alright, so Beckett and Davidson can rotate here. Rankins and Nichols. Graham's kind of a backup to all positions. So Clancy was interesting. We're going to put him on practice squad. He definitely deserves to get some work done there. Kobe. I think we're going to let Kobe walk. We'll keep 2 nose tackles. We got tons of guys here. Azure, I just think we have better guys, honestly. We want to keep those. We want to keep everyone here. And I think Nolan Smith's also going to go right back to the practice squad. Couple things here. I think Avery Williams, we're just going to let walk. I haven't been counting. I should have been counting, but I should take a look where we're at. 3 more players need to leave. So we're good on special teams. JRs, what's I would like to keep you? You're kind of excess goods here. Morgan Grant, Clay, Hawkins, and Brisker. I'm down for that. Corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 corners. I'm kind of actually alright with that. Maybe Mills goes practice squad, but I'm kind of okay with that. We need 2, right? So I want to make sure. Yeah, I need to find whose time it is to go or not. Can Eccles go back on the practice squad? Yeah, he can. Thank you. We're gonna put Eccles back on the practice squad. So, I mean, Dane and Felder basically do the same role here, right? And McDuffie also has played inside before. I mean, Darren Hall's a very zone-heavy corner, too. Maybe we look for someone to take on a Darren Hall. We make another preseason trade. I'll have to take a look at everyone's corner situation. I don't think they take that. It's not their situation. Oh, they really signed Bryce Hall, hey? That's interesting. Okay, so their corner situation's rough. If they can take a 6th-round pick, we're okay with that. Oh, they're gonna play even harder ball with us. Okay, maybe we come back to them. Here's a very zone-heavy team. They kind of got guys though. Here's another very zone-heavy team. Oh yeah, they need it. Hall would probably actually start for them on the outside. All right, you okay? Giving us a 6, you get 2 years of Hall. No, they're also gonna play hardball. All right, we'll try 7th then. If leagues don't value Hall that highly, we'll take a 7th. I want to keep the rookie because I think he's interesting to play this bump and run system that we play. Last thing we'll do before advancing and then ending our free agency episode is we'll fill out the rest of this. So we've got 8 spots we can fill in. Let's think about who we want that to be. Ooh, I am a big fan of Kylan Hill, actually, and we could call him up if we do want him. I like Kylan Hill in there. There's tons of wide receiver options. I do think bringing in someone like Sam Reyes might be a solid idea. Robert Hainsey gets cut. Really? I mean, I know he's not a great pass protector. I actually like him at guard more than center, but we will, I think, do that. Tons of options here. A little less there. I mean, I guess we could take a gamble on a guy like Kadeem Hennings, rookie of Alabama, coached by Saban. We'll take a gamble. Not too much else here interesting me. Guy of Bowling Green. I'm not seeing much. Divine Diablo gets released. That's interesting. I'd actually probably bring him back to play safety / special teams. Chester, I don't think has much interest. Yeah, they just cut Zach. It makes sense. Zach, I think plays a worse version of what Hall does for them. Could gamble on this guy, Elijah Hawley, out of Miami. I think we'll take that gamble. This hybrid guy does look something interesting. Juwan Meadows. Maybe Kevin Stant? No. I think, is there anyone special teams? Nope. Is there maybe a running back kind of down the board? man. Yeah, it is a little thin. Maybe we'll take a gamble on one of these guys. His pass protection could use some work, but I like what we saw the rest of it there. Oh, and that is it. Okay. Thought it was. Perfect. We've filled out our practice squad. And we're moving to week 1, which is going to be a big week as we're going to be facing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is where we're going to be ending our first episode that I'll be recording today, and I'll be recording episode 5 right afterwards. I hope to see you there.